Hi, Jane. No, I cannot believe there's more snow. I see. Yeah, it's relentless. This weather is relentless, and usually I love a good snowstorm. What's happening this morning does not qualify, and now I think it's rain. So I'm ready for spring. Also, I slipped on the ice this morning, and that was no fun. Don't worry, I'm fine, I think. I took an Advil and I slathered on some arnica cream, and I think I'm okay. We went for our walk, this boy and I, so I think we're good. Hi, Susan and John. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Okay, well, let's see. We'll get started in a minute. Hi, Alex. Yeah, yikes, I know. I'm okay. I do think I'm okay. Turns out movement is good, right? Like and it was one of those things where just in a flash, my feet were not underneath me anymore, and I was on the ground on my butt hard, right? And so, like, there's that moment of, oh my gosh, can I move? And then there's the moment of a breath. I'm like, okay, I can move. And then you get up, and one foot in front of the other, and so I think I'm good. Hi, Sandra. Good morning, Janet. Hello, everybody. So good to be here. Let's get started. I'm Annie Moyer. This is Sun and Moon Yoga's YouTube channel. It is the third Monday in February, and it's a gloomy, drizzly, icy, snowy morning. But there's warmth to be found. There's brightness to be found. We just have to make a little effort. So I called my session this morning the Probables. There are things we believe, for the most part, we can rely on. Things that will probably happen. Driving along in the car, as we get a green light to proceed forward, probably the cross traffic will stop at their red light. Probably, but not for sure. So we still have to check, right? You get a headache. Probably it doesn't mean anything, everything's fine. But it's worth pausing and paying attention. Did I get enough hydration today? Did I get enough nutrition today? Did I get enough sleep last night? Am I managing my stress? Right? Probably if there's a political campaign happening and my candidate is ahead in the polls, probably my candidate will win, but not necessarily. So, is there some call to action for me? Should I make a few phone calls, write a few postcards, donate $5 or $10? Probablys turn into problems when we're not paying attention. And the idea that I want to express here is that when we think we can count on something, we remember that in fact, there are very, very few things we can count on. In fact, we have agency and power within a certain well-defined realm. But beyond that, things are out of our control. We don't have choices. But when we pay attention to the choices we do have, then we can make small, meaningful change. I was thinking about Okay, I lost my train of thought. But the idea is to pay attention to the small things that you can control. And then when things don't turn out, at least you know you have done your part. I remember what I was going to say. I remember thinking in late February of 2020, probably this coronavirus is going to be okay. Probably we might have to make some changes for a few weeks, and then everything will be back to normal. But enough people around me were saying, you know, probably and hopefully, but maybe not, and let's make some plans. Let's put some things in place so that we can have the safest and best experience possible given all of the dire scenarios that could happen. So it's not to say that we're having a doomsday perspective on all things. It's to say that we're paying attention closely to every circumstance and then making wise choices along the way. Right? So we're gonna do a practice today that's close to the ground, and I will please join me on some soft surface and on your back. Are you going to be a good boy? So, on your back, knees bent, feet on the floor, and just a gentle rolling back and forth. Just a gentle rolling. So you can pay attention to all of that simple, easy, basic movement, and notice where you feel any muscular tension or strain, and move into it with patience, compassion. Honora, I saw your note. Yeah, I'm okay. I slipped on the ice this morning. That's what happened. And so, breaking news. If you slipped on the ice and fell on your butt, to lie down on your back and just really gently roll the pelvis back and forth like we're doing right now, that can help ease a little bit of the tension out of those muscles that I know are trying to grip to protect my skeleton from the trauma that it just experienced. This feels really good. So just a news flash. You have a fall and you're able to do simple movement. It seems to be very helpful. So as we're doing this simple movement, as we're paying attention to what's probably present in the body, adding the component of conscious, deliberate breath makes things possible at the same time as probable. Possible to ease tension in the muscles. Possible to quiet a worried mind. So maybe the question is, how do you turn the possibles into probables and not problems? Okay, so now find yourself at center in a simple neutral position and sidewalk your feet over to one edge of the mat. Sidewalk the feet over to one edge of the mat and maybe off the edge a little bit. And then raise the opposite side arm up and curl around. So your shoulders stay on the floor, but you're curling the torso to one side. And turn your head away from the raised arm. And breathe into that long open side. And pause for the simplicity of this new shape. It's probably okay in your body, but pay attention and adjust the things to make sure that it truly is. And then release the arm back by your side. Walk the feet through center and over to the other side. Same thing. Raise the opposite arm, bring it overhead, curl it, and curl your whole upper torso so both shoulders stay on the ground. Both knees are still pointing up to the ceiling. Easy breath, conscious of the long lateral stretch on the side line of the body. And as you turn your head away from the raised arm, you can feel that side line stretch all the way up into the side of your neck. Slow, steady breaths. If you've got an animal nearby, you can give them a little pat on the chest, have a front. And then back to center, release the arm and pause. Pull one knee in, curl your forehead toward the knee. Release the head and shoulders back to the ground. Kick up your shin. Straighten up the leg. Inhale as you reach it way out in front of you to the ground. And then slide the heel back in and do the other side. Pull the knee in. Curl up. Release back down. Kick up the shin. Inhale as you reach the leg long and far away from you. And back, foot on the floor. Repeat on each side a couple of times. Slow, easy movements, paying close, keen attention. One more time on each side. And let these movements be gentle invitations. And let each part of the body either accept or politely decline the movement and make its own choices. And then both knees in and curl up and rock from side to side. If you poke out your elbows, they can be little kickstands as you go from one side to the other. And then release the head back down, pause at center, and roll to your side and flip over onto your belly. So as you come to lie down on your belly, legs straight out behind you, point your toes. Lower your forehead onto your hands on the floor. And lift one leg at a time, just gently reaching back through your pointed toes. One leg at a time, up and down. Inhale as the leg comes up and release it as you exhale. Back and forth, then the next time you lift one leg up, lift the chest and the head, and then right back down, and then the other one, same thing. So you're adding some extension through the whole long line of your form from toes to crown. Slow and steady breaths. If it makes more sense for you to exhale your way up and inhale your way down, do that. And then this time, leave the legs down. Keep your hands glued to your forehead and lift the whole upper apparatus and then release it back down. So arms, chest, and head, shoulders, all coming up together and releasing back down. Just a little bit of a back strengthening endeavor. And then next time you come down, pause and slide your hands under your shoulders. Hug your elbows in, fix them next to the body like wings, and then lift the chest up into a gentle, easy cobra and release back down. Just up and down. Unfurling the front plane of your body. With slow and steady breaths. Do it in such a way that it feels good. Don't do it in such a way that is probably fine, but you're not really sure. Pay attention. Answer the call of your intuitive sense and of your physical form that has messages for you. Be checking those messages. Pay close mind. And then last one, peel up, pause for a moment, stay upright, open chest, shoulders back and broad, and then release back down. Bring your hands together underneath your head and then turn your head to one side and pick up one shin. And then take the lifted foot, cross it behind you, so the knee is now pointing sideways, and slide the knee towards your waist. And pause here. Slide the leg back down. And then do the other side. And release. Do that a few times from side to side. Slide the knee toward the waist and release. Pick up the other shin, take the knee out sideways and release. Okay. One or two more times on each side. And then pause at center. Pick up both shins, point your toes up, and rock your shins from side to side. And you can let the pelvis tip a little bit too, and you may feel something in the lower back, which could be satisfying. It also could be straining, so pay attention. Okay, pause at center and then roll onto your side and have your knees out in front of you. Take the top knee and pull it in toward your chest and curl your forehead toward the knee. So you've already been in this shape more or less when you are on your back. So pull the knee in toward you and then extend the leg back, 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 down, 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 straight, straight, straight. Take your top arm and reach it back behind you without rolling onto your back. So it's the shoulders that are rolling back and there's a sort of a twisting happening. Deep breaths. And then swing it back in and do that maybe 2 more times. As many times as you want. I'll do it 2 more times. All right. And then you're going to roll onto your belly and onto the other side. I'm going to spin around so I can still face the camera. So from your belly, right, rolling onto your side, knees in front of you. And then take the top knee and curl it up towards your forehead. Forehead reaches down, chin tucks. And then inhale, stretch the leg back behind you. Raise your free arm. Take it behind you. Twisting the upper body. Shoulders rolling back. But you're still on just that one hip. And then a couple more times. Maybe last one. And then back onto your side. And then from here, push yourself up to sit. Okay. You can put a little lift underneath you to ease the hips and the spine. Sitting nice and tall, legs crossed in any comfortable manner. Inhale, reach all the way up, nice and tall through the fingertips. Lift especially through your pinkies. And then lace your fingers together and flip your palms, pressing up tall. And take a little crescent shape with the upper body. Inhale to center, crescent shape to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, turn to one side, arms come down, a simple twist. Inhale, back up tall. Lace the fingers, press the palms up. And then release and twist to the other side. And reach up. Lace the fingers, press the palms. On the exhale, fold forward, float the arms down, release your chin, release the back of your neck, release your jaw. You can put your arms anywhere you like, on your legs, on your lap, palms on thighs, or outstretched in front of you. And then walk back up. Sit tall. Reach your hands behind you, press into the floor. I've just got fingertips on the ground behind me. Press the chest up, squeeze the shoulders back, look to the ceiling. And then back upright. And we'll repeat the whole thing again with the opposite cross of the legs. Inhale, Reach up tall, lift the pinkies, lift the heart, and lift your gaze. And then lace your fingers together, press your palms up, and crescent stretch to one side, and back up, and to the other side, and up, and then twist to one side. Arms come down, reach across your lap, and take the opposite hand behind your back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lace the fingers, press up, and release and twist to the other side. Inhale, reach up, lace the fingers, press up. On the exhale, float the arms down and take a fold, hinging at the crease of your hips, releasing down. Put your hands anywhere you like. And then come back upright. Pause, sitting tall. Now round the spine, puffing the back, mid-spine behind you, and arch forward, presenting the base of the rib cage out and slightly up, back and forth. And put some spirals in the movement now. And feel your weight getting dramatically shifted to one sitting bone and the other. And rather than just counting on the idea that this is probably fine for you to do, check, tune in, pay close mind to the experience, and make appropriate changes. Shifting the direction of the circles, the spirals, and you can make it move in any way you like. And then back upright. Let's tip all the way over onto one side. Bring an elbow down. The opposite sitting bone comes up off of the ground. Raise your free arm, hang it over the side of your head. And then slowly release the opposite sitting bone toward the ground. Come off of the elbow, press into the palm. Emphasize the lateral stretch, the reach through the fingers and back down through the opposite sitting bone. And then come back up and tip all the way over onto the other side. Hang the arm. And then release the sitting bone down toward the ground. Extend the arm out sideways. Maybe pop up onto your hand. Accentuate the lateral reach. And then come back up. And then shift a little bit side to side again, maybe around and around, just to find your way back to center. And sitting tall now with deep, steady breaths. Check in, pay attention, be fully present in this moment. So rather than relying on the probables, this is the work of training up the skill of presence. It's not the work of being doubtful or pessimistic, I want to be clear. It's the work of presence. And it's an avenue toward agency, an individual choice and power. The path of clarity toward the things that we really can choose, the things that we really can affect. Just a few more quiet breaths together. And bring palms together in front of the heart. I thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. I can report good news. My body feels good. The movement helped, so I think I'm all right. Thank you all for your expressions of concern. I will see you all soon. Hey, Marla. Oh, hi, Gail. Thanks, everybody. You are so welcome. Take care.